Everybody, welcome to Christy Dawn's Cooking, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about baking equipment. I've had a couple people reach out to me and ask me some questions, so I thought maybe I'd just go over with you a few of the essentials that I think are very, very important to have very good quality cookies over the Christmas season and the holiday season. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is a mixer. Mixers are very, very important, and they can be a huge help. I love my KitchenAid. This is actually the second one that I've owned. I've been baking for over 40 years now. I started as a little girl, and as you can imagine, it gets a lot of use. So I need something that's very, very durable. They are an investment, but I just think that they're just so well worth it. I use it all the time. You've seen me use it for different recipes already, whether it's, potatoes or bread making. And next week I'm going to start with cookies. You're going to see me use this a lot. I will link this one below. There are different sizes and there are different qualities when it comes to KitchenAid. You have to be very, very you have to be very, very, very careful. Some of the ones that are sold by the big box stores like your BJ's or Sam's Club it's my understanding, are lesser quality. You also have to be aware of if they're refurbished or not. I will look for this one online, link it below. I just buy the Artisan. This is my second Artisan. It's just the basic model with the paddle attachment, the dough hook, and with the whisk. I think that covers it all. So if you're just starting out and you're just getting your first KitchenAid, I cannot recommend this one enough. It's absolutely wonderful. So with that, you also need some really good spatulas when you are baking. This is great for, to fold in something, or if you just need to finish off a dough. Great spatulas. I love the ones by Pampered Chef. I will link my good friend Kristen. She is my favorite Pampered Chef consultant. I will link her below so you can get in contact with her. They have all different sizes. I've had this one. I'm not kidding you. I've probably had this one for 20 years. Love it. Okay. When you are baking, we talked about this briefly in some of the other videos, there are differences between dry measuring cups and liquid. You want to make sure you have a good set of each. I love Pyrex. They're wonderful. They've been around for ages. And my dry ones, I actually got these. These are all clad. These are wonderful as well. They're very, very durable. I will link these below as well if you're interested in those. Okay. With cookies, there are basically two types of cookies. There's a drop cookie and there is a rolled cookie. The drop cookies, I love to use the cookie scoops. These are by Pampered Chef, of course. You can reach out to Kristen for these. There's a large one and a small one. These make it so easy. And what's so nice is using these compared to, I remember when I was a kid, I used to use like the 2 teaspoon method where you scoop some up and you scrape it off for a drop cookie. These make the sizes uniform. So they'll make the cookies bake better. They'll be uniform and they'll just cook evenly. These are great tools, especially for drop cookies. Okay, for a rolled cookie, so this is going to be like a cookie cutout like a sugar cookie. You will need a rolling pin. This is a French rolling pin. I will link this as well below if you're interested in one of these. I like this versus the one that has the handles that move. I just think this gives me more control. And also I like the size of it, the length of it. I can just do a larger, like if I'm doing cinnamon rolls or something like that where I need to get use a large piece of dough rolled out thin. A French rolling pin is essential. I think I bought this at Williams-Sonoma on a clearance rack a long time ago, but I will look for one on Amazon and see if I can find one similarly. Okay. So after we have the cookies all made, we need to bake them. And I just purchased these. These are Nordic Ware. I've learned about these from America's Test Kitchen. If you're not familiar with America's Test Kitchen, they do a cooking show on PBS, and they do a whole segment on equipment. And they really put the equipment through the ringers to figure out which one that they recommend. These are Nordic Ware. They're made in the United States. I absolutely love them. I think these were like $17 each. They were very affordable. I will link those as well. You can find out where to get them. And I also love them because they have an edge all the way around them. So that prevents, like if I'm doing something, I don't have to worry about a spill or anything like that, into the oven. Love these. So once the cookies are baked, you need to put them on a cooling rack. And you do that because you want to make sure that they're cooled, not on the pan, but on the cooling rack. It allows the air to get underneath of them, and that way they won't get soggy, and they'll stay crispy, and they'll just be absolutely delicious. This is by Pampered Chef. Once again, see my good friend Kristen. She will take really good care of you. I love it because it's non-stick, and I love it because it has these little feet that come up, so it lifts it off gives some more air underneath between the counter. And it's so great because they fold down, so they're great for storage. Love these, love these. So that is basically it when it comes to really good kitchen equipment that you will need. It is a little bit of an investment in the beginning, but once you have these high quality tools, you will have them forever. So that's the equipment. Now let's talk a little bit about ingredients. There are 3 main dry ingredients that you'll probably see in every cookie recipe, and that is sugar, brown sugar, and flour. For sugar, I always buy Domino's, and the reason why is because I have purchased over the years, I'll get my sugar, you can see it. I've purchased other ones over the years, and they have, I've had a problem with them being clumpy and sticky. I don't have that problem with Domino's. I don't know what it is. It comes out great. Absolutely love it. And I actually found the best prices at BJ's. I think it was a 25-pound bag was like $11 or something like that. It does seem like a lot. I go through many of them when I'm canning jams in the summertime. I will go through a lot of sugar. But it's worth it. You can keep it forever. Anyway, it just lasts. So highly recommend Domino sugar. Okay. Also, when it comes to flour, I just learned a secret the other day. I'm going to share this with my Cummins cousins. I was talking about flour that I need to get a whole bunch for the cookie season. And my mother shared with me that my great-grandmother swore by King Arthur. I did not know that. I just learned this. So now I am buying King Arthur flour every single time because my great-grandmother was an incredible baker. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, she should have had a bake shop. She was just phenomenal. I think we got this at BJ's. So just get some all-purpose flour. That's all you need. You don't need any kind of specialty flour. Just make sure it's unbleached, all-purpose flour. This is going to cover all of those cookies that we're going to make this season. So if it's good enough for Grandmother Cummins, it is definitely good enough for me. So King Arthur flour, highly recommend it. So lastly, I'm going to show you how to make homemade brown sugar. And what I do is, I just learned this recipe the other day. I had no idea you can make homemade brown sugar. So the recipe calls for 1 part, believe it or not, molasses to 8 parts of sugar. And we're going to put it in the mixer, and we're going to go ahead and let it go. And I'm going to show you exactly how we make homemade brown sugar. And let me tell you, big difference, huge difference. I've been buying brown sugar forever. I used to buy Domino's. I just started making it myself. Put it in my brown sugar keeper. I think I got this on Amazon. You just wet the little tile, and it keeps everything nice and moist in there. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Homemade brown sugar. Who would have thought? So I'm just going to go ahead and do a smaller batch. I have all of my... So remember, it's 8 parts sugar to 1 part molasses. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just do 4 cups. So So I do 4 cups sugar to 1/2 cup of molasses. There's 2. 3. And I learned this from the Needy Homesteader. Again, if you do not subscribe to her, you must go subscribe to her. She is wonderful. I learned so much from her. Oh, and it's good too to get a sugar and a flour container that has a wide mouth. It makes it so easy to scoop everything up. So, alrighty. So there's that. And I need 1/2 cup of molasses. I don't know if this is enough. I'm going to have to go get another one. So next time when you're baking, just buy some molasses. You always have sugar. Yeah, I definitely need to get my other one. I'll be right back. Let me go grab my other one. Okay, 1/2 cup. And I love this measuring because it shows me in the inside. So 1/2 cup. Wait till you see this. And I'll bring the camera in closer so you can see exactly how I'm doing this. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and start it up. It's going to be a little noisy. Go on, stir. Bring you guys in here so you see everything. Whoops. Trying to get. All right, there you see it. Homemade brown sugar. All right, this looks great. Oh my goodness, you guys can see this. Absolutely beautiful. So go ahead, take this off. I'm gonna put it in my brown sugar keeper, and then I'm all ready for brown sugar for baking season with brown. You saw how easy that was. It smells so good. Okay, so also with that, you want to make sure you have some excellent vanilla extract. Okay, make sure it's pure. Please don't use imitation. You're going through all this work. You want to make sure you have the best ingredients. Use pure vanilla extract. This is pricey. It's my understanding there was a vanilla bean shortage a few years ago. So that's why it made all the prices go up. Okay, and also and finally, you want to make sure you have fresh baking soda and fresh baking powder. If these have been in your cabinet for more than 6 months, you want to pitch them. You want to make sure you have really good leaveners because these do kind of like lose their power. So anyway, I think that is it. If you have any questions, please, leave them below. And I check my, check my YouTube channel frequently throughout the day. So I'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you. I hope you're as excited as I am. I cannot wait to bake some cookies. It's actually probably my favorite thing to do. I love to bake cookies, as well as breads and whatnot. But I think cookies this time of year, it just brings me so much joy. So I'm going to be playing Christmas music in the background, and my house will be all decorated. And it's just a great time to be at home and bake for the ones that you love. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Take good care, and I'll be seeing you soon.